in business. So, Coach and I are back again. We're
now playing Mike Gartner.
Doing some summer league games with Mike Gartner.
He's a young stud in the 94 world.
Don't be afraid to move a little bit closer and speak up. You are the play-by-play after all. But first we need to look at these beautiful portraits of our starting rosters.
Very well done by King Ralph with a few Coach Mac inclusions of guys who typically don't make the GDL lineups, like Ken Danico and Bob Probert. And then I think even Mike Goulet with mustache. Mike Gartner is a rookie goalie control phenom. We'll see if he can use those goalie control skills in this.
And our first 5 games that we played about a week ago, Mike Gartner really showed me something with his goalie control. And I've heard he's only even gotten better, a little less aggressive. Which
beat down on me this morning in some exhibitions. Glad that I finished my regular season against him.
And there it is, the manual goalie, right on cue.
And he's got Billy Ramford, who's kind of one of those sneaky good guys.
Yeah, he's actually really nice in manual goalie because he's got lightweight and relatively good agility.
And a 5'11".
Also good pad, apparently, which is all the more scary.
And he's avoided the early onslaught. Yeah.
Another good save. I can't quite figure him out yet. He's already looking a little less aggressive than he was last time we played. So I'm gonna have to figure him back out. I'm hoping to finally learn something to get some pucks by him. And now it's a 5-on-3. As if it wasn't already hard enough with this lineup, I felt the need to get rid of a couple of them. And just trying to buy a little time here. Nearly scored on myself. Some more time. Now I'm 5-on-4. I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive here on offense, and now it's 5-on-5, so back to where we were. I feel like last time we would have played, Gartner would have tried to manual goalie that. Maybe I'm misremembering, but there's actually a point in our previous set where I stopped one-timing on purpose, and I would just pretend it was NHL 93, and I would wait that split second before the one-timer went off, and Gartner would move his goalie out of the way, and then I would put it back on the opposite side of the net with a wrist shot, and it would work probably a handful of times. So it looks like he may have learned his lesson. Bears in has some good speed there.
That one where he should have gone manual because the guy laid down, right?
Yeah, he probably would have been better off with it, but I don't think he would have expected me to go far post like I did. But who knows, maybe he would have. And that's another one where I would expect him to get manual. He seems a little bit slower on the gun today. Maybe he'll speed up now that there's been a couple goals where he would have benefited from some manual. So we'll see how he adjusts if he does. And
well, I can tell you from experience, you know, obviously it doesn't look like the same guy that played me this morning, but that typically is the case when you're playing the top guys in this game, whether it's King Ralph or Angryjay. Whole different
Not very good defense there. There's a manual goalie. He's looking for it now. Now I gotta change up what I'm doing a little bit, and that's a beautiful save.
That is what I got all day long. Just great saves.
So now I gotta try and show him something new and make him play a little bit more honest, because if he's gonna be making manual saves like that, I mean, I may not be in trouble this game now that I have a nice little lead, but in the future games, it might be an issue. And just kind of working against the grain like I tried to right there with Gilchrist is kind of the way to go, but it didn't work out. And all I'm trying to do here is play the middle on his counterattack. And now I have a breakaway, and that's what two-shot accuracy gets you sometimes. You just miss. So even though it's 4-0, I don't really want to be too passive on defense here, because I give up way too much speed in this matchup, especially to a guy like Tikkanen. So I still need to play this pretty honest and try and make some offensive push. And the open ice with the 4-on-4 now is not exactly what I was hoping for, but what can you do? Rindo's either playing with fire or he is the fire, because unexpected. No shortage of theatrics. Defense is tightening up here from Mike Gartner.
We're going to see what happens in game 2. Again, it was basically one little short blitzkrieg. We got the 4 goals.
I was going to go short side, but luckily he stayed right in front of my goalie. Bad gamble. Thought I'd try and catch him off guard with that, but apparently he planned on shooting early anyways and made me look bad.
Never a good thing to do.
And that right there, I just tried to play it patient. He kind of skated his guys out of the slot for me, thankfully.
So he just goes goalie.
Yeah, he seems to kind of sell out for it when he really wants to focus on it. That's something to definitely keep in mind.
What do you do against that? You do that against me. You just go goalie and do a great job.
Well, if he's out in front of the crease, at the top of his crease, it takes him longer to get from post to post to cover it. So if you can get cross crease passes by the goal, you can beat him short side pretty easily. So that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is just kind of wait for him to move himself out of the way for you, and just literally wait to get for you to get a goal, because he's just being so aggressive trying to read everything. You know, if he moves around enough, he's eventually going to give you something. But that you have to hope that the other team isn't checking you too aggressively, and it's a little bit riskier to hang on to the puck like that, but it could be useful. Going into game 2 now. We were pretty even after that first period, I think. There wasn't much between us.
Second period.
For the second period?
Played 0-0.
Okay, so aside from one period, we're pretty much even.
You've scored 4 goals in a couple of minutes.
So I just got to keep playing defense, keep him out of the slot, because his shooters, he's got some danger shooters. He's got Recchi. I forget who number 26 is.
Tom.
Okay, he's a decent shooter, not great, but I mean...
he got great stick handling.
Yes, he definitely...
He does a good job.
He's definitely a good stick handler and playmaker. And again, there's more great goaltending. I mean, the guy this new to the community is very unusual to see this level of manual goaltending. Usually that's the last thing to come along in their development. Gartner, it's almost like the first thing in his development is manual goaltending skill, which is a very weird thing to be going against.
He's the Patrick Waugh. Patrick Waugh, Kenny Dryden. Rookie goaltending phenom.
Here I'm just trying to think away Recchi. And luckily I did. I didn't want to be too aggressive trying to go after Zhamnov in that situation, because I was controlling my weak side defender, and I didn't want to just give that side of the ice up completely. Oh, and that's a brick. Not find any real estate there, even though I'm right on the goal, top of the goal, and that's a good floater. Kind of fell asleep there. I think I've had 7 or 8 shots this period, and none of them have found Pater. Now I can see he's trying to block the slot too, but he gave me a little daylight there.
Always an answer.
McCrimmon going for the late pinch. That 25 shot accuracy doesn't help though.
I like these guys with the low shot accuracy, because I feel like it's more realistic. In the NHL, they miss the net a lot. You know, a lot of shots misfire. It seems like that's what I like about playing with you. It almost feels more legit.
It's definitely a realistic setting, because it takes out the.
Every shot's gonna hit the goal.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you get guys with 4, 5, even 3 accuracy. I feel like, how often does a shot miss the goal? Almost never. I guess some of the 5-3 guys kind of wacky, shooting all over the place.
But even then, there's 85-90% of the time they're on target.
Exactly. And I mean, does a 4 accuracy guy really miss the net? Ever?
Not very often. It's pretty rare. Look at that patience. I was expecting him to go far post, waiting for the one-timer, and he just stayed home. It's impressive. You guys who've been playing here still give that near post goal up on the assumed one-timer. another good manual goalie.
He's gonna be good.
Yeah, he
He's
figures
already good.
once he figures out offense and defense, it's going to be a pain to score against him.
He stays around long enough. You ought to play a game against him and let you watch. He's up for it. Because it's very he's even playing more patient now against you because he's got to be scared, more scared of you than me, obviously.
Well, he's not acting like it.
Well, he can be a little bit.
I even tried to go short side on that, and he still stayed home enough to grab that.
Down to it, third period. Oh, I knew he was in. He was too passive.
I'm surprised he didn't take control of the goalie there.
Too passive all the way. Let you skate right down the middle.
Even Brett Gilchrist could score from there.
Oh, that's a kill.
A lot of time.
I know, that's just that's a walk right down the middle. Which, by the way, come on, guards. Then the backbreaker.
So that was kind of a junk play, but there was some thought process behind it, especially when I took control of Bearson. I had to wait for the puck to kind of come down back to the ice, and to make sure I got the puck, I used my poke check by hitting D. And when you do that, you get a really nice animation, and you get a good chance of just grabbing a loose puck like that pretty cleanly, which I did in that case, and which allowed me to get sprung for the breakaway. And so a couple of, yeah, thank you. So a couple of nice goals there, just kind of out of nowhere, broken plays really. That's the only difference. Again, pretty even. Check the game stats.
Shots from Matt Gartner.
Yeah, the attack zone and the shots tell one story, but the other story is Mike Gartner's playing really good defense. He's protecting the slot in a lot of cases, which is what you want to see from a newer player. And the goaltending, as we've mentioned several times before, really, even some of his goalie saves in computer mode are based off him, based off the supposed manual goalie control that could happen. He's in my mind because I know he can take control of the goalie and be very effective with it. So it's causing me to do different things, and it's keeping me honest. And the score sheet reflects that.
Feel like the connection's good.
Feels pretty good. It hasn't been too jittery.
I mean, I always feel like I have a good connection. That doesn't necessarily mean
Not always, but I feel like with how smooth it feels on my side, it can't be that bad for him.
yeah, well, like I said, I always feel like, you guys are testing metro cards and everything. I'm like, I almost have zero desyncs. Are you just pausing, letting the goalie take a nap? I mean, he needed to take manual to stop that, right?
Yeah.
He didn't. So the goalie took a nap. Or
Yeah.
he was too late taking it.
He was too late. I think he was expecting me to be more patient, and I kind of caught him off guard a little bit.
Let him walk down the middle.
And there it is again. He's a little late on the goalie control. I can use a regular deke to beat a computer goalie. And yeah, I mean, Bearzan only has 2 stick handling, so all you really need to do is get a stick in the neighborhood somewhat, and he's going to lose it probably. So it just makes it a little more important to get that stick down and protect the slot from a guy like him, because you know he's got 2-shot power and 2-shot accuracy. He can only do so much damage to your offense, to your defense.
Angryjay gets the nasty one.
The gimmick. But yeah, with a guy like Bearzan, who's a 2-shot power, 2-shot accuracy, 2-stick handle, you just have to protect the slot. You can't let him just fly right through there. So being patient and just holding your ground is really the best course of action. There's a nice save and a good pass to spring Recchi, who hits the post. That's a bit unlucky. Good computer defense there. Nice defense again. Stayed home on the post with his goalie, giving me nothing to work with. Let's try to open this back up. There's just too many clogged bodies in here, and there's Gartner. Or not Gartner. Goulet. I'm playing against Gartner. I wish it was Gartner. If Gartner was there, he would have scored that with his 5-shot power, no problem. But this is the expansion Capitals. Doesn't cheat. He just stays home, and I can't even trick him at the moment. Yeah, now he's taking away Goulet. Very smart. Now he's open.
This game 3?
Yes. I mean, you can see where Mike Gartner is playing well. He's playing patient on defense more often than not. There's a nice, beautiful one-timer. He took advantage of my aggression because I cheated over to try and cut him off and left in the passing lane.
Come on, got it.
Oh, another beautiful pass. Good hold by McCrimmon. The only thing that saved the goal on that one. Good thing you can't go to the box for 2 different penalties.
So Angryjay gonna rip off 15 games. League play.
I will double my output from previous.
Move him into a playoff position for sure. I want to play Gartner.
We'll get you on here.
Well, I just have to. Not everyone can take beatdowns from you the way I can.
You definitely stay at it. You are not deterred. You still let me in your home.
You can punch me in the face. You can punch me in the face as many times as you want. I am the Rocky Balboa of NHL.
As long as I keep it in between the whistles, we can still hang out after and play a game. Patient. Wait for something. Nothing's there. And there's that 2-stick hammer.
So tell me a little bit about Mike Gartner's offense. What do you see him offensively? That you like, that you don't like? What do you think? What do you see him? You'd like to see differently out of him?
What I do like is he's looking for one-timers, and he's not just looking for the basic bread and butter one-timers. He's looking for various types of ones in the slot, ones cross crease, ones right by the goal. It's important to vary up your one-timers to keep the opponent honest. What I'm not liking, I don't feel like his play is direct enough in the offensive zone a lot of the time. He kind of stops up near the blue line, and if he loses the puck there, it's really easy for me to counter him, and his defense can be out of place. So the offense that he has can sometimes lead to defense that's just not around to stop me. And what you have to remember is you want to get the puck deep in the zone. I mean, if you're going to be patient and try and stop up for one-timers, just at least get the puck deep in the zone so that when you do lose it, the opponent has to go the entire length of the ice to go score. And generally speaking, if you've already gone down deep into the zone and tried to make a play, everybody's in a better position to play defense because they're not skating up the ice. They're already standing in their position, especially the blue liners. They're not skating up the ice. They're just hanging out on the blue line waiting for something to happen. So they're easier to get back in the play. So I think that's a nice one-timer chance right there. It just didn't work out. So that's why I would see more from Mike Gartner is a little bit more direct play. Don't be afraid to skate the puck deep into the zone to make your one-timer plays or your slap shots or whatever they might be.
But do you think that contributes to it? Because I'm just looking, like, comparing to what you just did to me, to what you were doing to him. And obviously, I mean, he's doing a much better job defensively against you, but he's almost scored no.
Yeah, it's not that I don't respect his offense, it's that I feel like I know where he wants to go with it. When I'm back checking, I'm going specifically into areas to prevent him to get from where he wants to be.
So is he pretty, would you call him not real aggressive offensively? Playing a safe offensive style?
Yes, I think he's being very safe on offense, but
never really gets his defenseman in.
No, and his forwards never get that deep either, which is, I think, part of the problem. Because his penetration into the zone is not very good.
I feel like when I play him, I mean, he's just so, it's almost like playing the neutral zone drop. He's just super disciplined, never uses his defenseman aggressively.
Yeah, you almost have to do something stupid just to make somebody respect it. Or something reckless. Maybe not stupid, but reckless and aggressive. Just to make somebody respect it and think, okay, I need to account for this. If you don't do that, then I'm not going to worry about it, and it's going to affect the way I play and the chances you might get on offense.
Boy, Nikolai Borshevsky, wearing number 61, looks like he's got a little jump in his step. Gartner might look at him out like that. He looks fast.
He looks good today. And that was an accidental
That's the
pass
first time
shot.
I've ever seen him play. I've played all 10 games against Gartz and plenty of exhibition. I didn't even know he had shifts.
So this is back to being pretty even. If he can just find a way to pot a couple goals, where he gets a good balance or just makes a couple of good plays, I mean, he could easily take one of these games down. And I need to be aware of that. Like that.
I need you to beat him down because I don't want him to jump ahead of me in the one win and Gartner jumps ahead of me in the standings.
Doing the best I can.
Thank you. Nothing personal, Gart. In a way, I'm cheering for you. I'd like to see you take it down. Then I just thought we're tied at 22 wins, so I changed my mind. I was cheering for you till now.
And that's a bad pass. That springs a breakaway.
He's going for those passes. Like me, you get frustrated. But I never saw Gartner take those pass shots against me. He's trying to get a cheap one against me, as I went too.
And now I'm just getting sloppy with
And I got one.
Yeah, this is a nice one too. Ah, wow. He got back in time.
This game 4?
Yes. He even blocks the EA special.
He's going that well too many times. It's kind of frustration in my opinion. Gonna do it again?
I knew he was going to go backhand because my defender was pressuring his forehand. So I just cheated the goalie over there. And look at that goaltending. There wasn't anything open far or near post, which is an amazing thing to do. It's an art. Oh,
what just happened to you, I feel like happens to me and lesser players all the time. It never happens to you. Even that again, where your guys mishandle the puck. You got 2 mishandles of the puck. And that's what I go, how do you guys not mishandle the puck when you have such horrible players? Is it all about that you're turned the right way?
That has a lot to do with that. In those instances, I kind of threw those pucks blindly up into his skates, so he's not going to do very well with them.
I mean, just another amazing thing about sport. I absolutely know what they were doing, or did they just get lucky? You know, I mean, it just blows me away. What you just said is what I believe, but I wasn't sure. I was like, why do my guys always bobble the puck? Your guys never bobble the puck.
I want to say they got.
You're facing the right way.
Yeah, you want to make sure you have a clear stick-to-stick lane when you're passing the puck, especially when you got guys like this. See, like right there, I was kind of throwing it at his feet, and it didn't go well. You really want to just make sure your sticks are clear of the opponent, and that you're just turning the right way. It's like this pass right here. Didn't do very well, but that's a good breakout pass to get speed on the wing because you have a clear path to the
Oh, he gets the cheap one.
A clear path to the recipient's stick, and they just skate with it. I try not to just throw it into my guy's feet blindly. And then obviously forehand passes usually are faster and more accurate than backhand passes, I feel. So I try to use those as well.
Oh, that's close. Gartner's hanging around here.
Another close one.
Alright,
I got it. Not let him get those. Those are just great chances.
Here we go. That's kicking it. So, just amazing thumb skills there is all I can say. I am not physically capable of that goal. I can't physically accomplish that goal.
Like he's going for a one-timer, but I can't tell.
But again, I mean, that's some gymnastics going on there.
That one I just guessed that he was not going to cover the far post, and thankfully I was right, and that's a nice one-timer. I didn't cut that down fast enough. I sat down in the slot too far with my center, which allowed Recky just to park himself in the high slot. And
well, with one game left, Mike Gartner has one final opportunity to move ahead of Coach Mack in the standings. And Gart, I gave my best effort in my 10th game against Angryjay. So maybe you can do the thing.
Hard to say in a 160-game season that it has playoff implications, but maybe this one has
This
it.
could be it.
Because if you can sneak a game off of a player who's ahead of you in the
We got
standings,
off 12 shots. That's better.
then that's a big deal.
Is he looking better?
He was. I actually wish he was trying to go to the next game, but
Yeah, he likes it.
he's a student. You can just tell. Does he have a mustache? Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah. I would expect just a more prominent mustache.
Yeah.
I didn't see one.
I got a better, my Gartner is better one. One of the true travesties of King Raff's ROM making was his Mike Gartner player card. Mike Gartner card with the mustache.
I feel like there should be a suspension to serve with that.
All right, here it is, game 10. This could maybe determine home ice for like the whatever playoff spot that Mike Gartner got turned out to. You won all 5 last time, right?
Yes. There was one overtime game.
Ooh.
So there's definitely a chance that he can take one from all this. And Herman didn't seem interested in the puck there.
Nice passing. So if Gartner's up to it, I'll play him a game. I'll let Angryjay do some commentary on it. You're seeing a lot, and again, it's about who your opponent is. So much just seeing, to me, so much that's lacking offensively for Mike Gartner. Against me, lights it up or does a better job. He still plays a really conservative, sailing game, but makes me realize probably how poor my defense is.
Looks like this is probably going to be another even game.
You just got to stay away from the blitzkrieg, Gartner. Can't have that 3 or 4 goal outbreak against you.
Pretty terrible floater. I got it in there.
I feel like you had a lot of what I don't feel like ever happens to you. Looks like it was about to happen there, where you almost got caught with everybody down below the red line, all your forwards.
Yeah, I like to try and get at least one of them back into play, if possible.
Oh, nice. Starting to bring in the pressure.
What a play. Can't believe he got over in time. And he got over on that. Wow. He's determined to not let me score.
Yeah, I feel like Angryjay's getting a lot of guys in deep. Look at that.
Almost got the pass up the word. I caught
That was some good back and forth play, and so frustrating as a lower level player when you have that long exchange and then it ends up in Angryjay goal. Doesn't seem to ever end up in a Mike Gartner or a Coach Mack goal. Did all that good play and he paid. But it's 2-0 going to the third, so he's still got a shot. The next goal is huge. Angryjay gets it, game. Gartner gets it, got a shot.
Got bailed out there by Kroger. I totally missed my check.
No, nice goal, and Gartner's in the game with 4 minutes to play.
Nice.
2-1.
Threw the puck away on that one.
Gartner with a shot. Game 10. And sole possession of, though Angryjay may take sole possession of second place. Are you getting close to 20 wins yet?
24.
Oh, never mind. You're playing for third now, Gartner. You still got a shot at it. Oh! I thought that was Bob Frederick.
Got him from behind. And now I took the penalty too, on top of it. It's just a bad sequence of events.
Dancing with Zonov. Gonna dish it.
Alright, this just gets more interesting.
1:32 to play in game 10. Angryjay seems to throw you a bone in game 10. Oh, bad misplay. You do have 2 number 24s.
Almost got a good rebound there, but
44 seconds away. Come on, Gartner. 7 overtime.
wait for my winger to come back. There he is.
Who's 11?
Casper.
He goes off.
So I escaped.
15 straight tonight for Angryjay. Ask him if he wants to play me more.
Yeah. He played me hard every game. None of those were easy. Good games, Mike Gartner. I know coach is asking to play you, so let's see if you're down, or maybe somebody else will be floating around for us to play. I'm gonna hit.
You can't hear us.
No, I'm gonna hit the stop button and then we'll start new.